Hello, Cancer Collective, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. My apologies for my voice this week. I have been recovering from laryngitis, so while I'm trying to be very quiet, it's very hard for me to do. So I really wanted to come and read tarot cards, so here I am. But I do apologize if my voice is a little bit scratchy. So this will be your weekly reading for the week of April 6th through the 12th. And during that time, we will have a first quarter moon on the 6th. And that could be a time when we feel impulsive and impatient. You know, your mind might be very active. It's just very hard to get anything done on that first quarter day. But then we move into the waxing gibbous energy, which is kind of that build up to the full moon. And, you know, I find that time to be just very energetic. If you can get things done, you know, I'm always very full of energy. I can focus and get things done, and I can be flexible and make adjustments. So just keep those moon energies in mind. And if you're comfortable sharing about how moon energies affect you, of course, please leave me a comment down below. You know, I'm always curious to know, are other people feeling this too? I've been that way my whole life, that I felt, just very connected with the moon and very, my moods. I could just really, really notice it. So that is the moon energy for the week. Also, I did want to say, Cancer, that since my readings are free to you, all I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the like button, that would be great. Also, it really helps my channel. It's super easy for you to do. So I'll give you just a moment to do that right now. It's right down there. And thank you so much for doing that. And also, if you've been a subscriber, I see you. I see those of you that are returning and coming back. And thank you so, so much. It's really helping me build my channel. And I thank you for helping me build a community here. So it is very much appreciated. And I just wanted to let everyone know that. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Cancer, your overall message card for this reading: communication is key. All right, let's see what the Cancer Collective has going on this week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to remind you to keep a spiritual journal. Sometimes we don't recognize the patterns that are evolving in our life, when it comes to our spiritual life. So it's a really good thing to just keep track of this spiritual experiences. This could be, things that you learn, maybe synchronicities that you're experiencing, maybe special dreams that you have, encounters, that sort of thing. But it just helps you look back on emerging patterns as you grow, and can be a really good tool as you evolve spiritually. So I know that I've been doing that for quite a few years now, and it's pretty amazing to watch that transformation and just watch those experiences change and evolve over time. So that's just my happy little message for the week. All right, Cancer, April 6th through 12th. Communication is key. All right, Cancer, your overall present energy is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is just sitting in a really great place of understanding, the world around you. This is just your material world, your financial world. You're just in a very maternal place when it comes to all of that. That you're understanding, you're very calm about it, very, even about the, whatever's going on in your house and with your bank account, that sort of thing. Just anything in the material world, just in a really good space there. Your current situation is the Emperor. So, this is a card of leadership and control. This could be that, if you've got this great energy, that you are leading others, and you're doing that by example. Like, look, you can have your house in order. I have mine in order. You can do that too. So, here comes this Emperor energy of, this is someone who knows how to get things done. This is like an authority figure. But again, like someone who's leading. It doesn't, and leading by example many, many times. At the root of your situation is the Magician card. So you may be going through some sort of change here, or some sort of just new focus where, the Magician comes to you and asks you, what do you want to focus on? What is it that you are trying to move, forward in your future, maybe just in this next cycle? But, this could be, um, this is like setting your goals and things that you want to change. This could be for the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, the next 10 years. So, here comes the magician occasionally to say, hey, are you focused? Are you, what do you want to do? Let's get that awareness going so that you can manifest whatever it is that you want to. So that's the root of your situation, and this could have you thinking about both of these things. Maybe you're wanting to manifest more money. Maybe that's what your focus is for this year. Maybe it's about your home, your material world around you with your home. Maybe you want to, change your home this year or improve your home this year, and it's going to take, that control of that emperor there. So the magician is at the root. So somewhere you've had this questioning and this awareness of like things I need to make an upgrade, a change here, right? In your recent past, is you thinking about the future. So, Three of Wands, this is our card of like travel and new ventures. And if you're anything like me, when it comes to this magician, anytime I travel, when I come home, I feel like I change something about our house. I make some improvement, or I decide that, like, if we go camping, I decide, oh, I'm going to be way more of a minimalist. When you spend a week or two camping and you decide, I don't need this, that, and that, and I'll come home and just start going through and getting rid of things. Or if we stay in a rental and there's something there that I really like, I might adapt, some feel of something, or, some piece of furniture or piece of something that I really enjoyed there and kind of incorporate that into my life. So, a lot of times travel is really good for that. It changes how we are in our own day-to-day material world. It's just a good thing for that. And maybe you experience that, maybe you don't. Leave me a comment, let me know. What is on your mind this week is the Seven of Swords. So, and again, if this is, excuse me, let me grab some tea here. If you're thinking here about the future, this is you kind of running towards the future with those thoughts and those ideas. And when the magician here asks you how you want to move ahead, it could be with those swords, with those thoughts and ideas. A lot of times this is a card of kind of theft or hidden agenda, but I don't even get that feeling here with that. I get that you've developed these ideas and these thoughts, and you're just going to run with them into the future. I don't feel like they're stolen thoughts, or that it's any kind of, anything that anyone else is missing. I feel like it's just something that you've kind of adapted, and you thought, I'm going to try this way of being for a while, if that makes sense. All right, what is just ahead of you is the Six of Wands. So this is kind of a little celebration about it, and this could be you celebrating that, again, that you're moving into the future with these new thoughts and ideas, and you want to lead by example. And it has to do something with your material world, that you're going to make some sort of change, and that you're going to feel very happy about it. And I think others will celebrate you for it as well. In your advice position is the Page of Swords. So, this is our messenger of a new way of being and a new way of messaging. This is like a new path when it comes to, these thoughts and ideas. Again, whatever has inspired this for you, and you're kind of new at it, and your advice is to go ahead and embrace that newness. And this is you being a new kind of person in a way, whatever these new thoughts that you've adapted. And this could be in so many different ways. Again, I'm getting this feeling here because this Queen of Pentacles was here, that it's about your material world, but this could be, maybe you're going to change your diet. And so, there's new thoughts and new things that you're learning and ways to go about that in a new way. Maybe you're going to, change up your vitamin plan. So these are new things that you're learning about, taking this vitamin helps you absorb this other vitamin, all the complications and things that go in with which vitamins and things to take. So, it's just you doing something that's good for you, but it's a new thing for you. So you're having to make those, you're learning things, but making those adjustments as you go. What is beyond your control this week is, yeah, all the different choices. So that goes hand in hand with that. And that's very true. You've got a lot of swords here. You've got a lot of ideas and a lot of ways you want to make changes. And there's so many choices, but just take a breath, and and focus in on one or two things at a time. You can't change the world overnight. You can't change yourself overnight, but make sure again that you write these things down, these thoughts and ideas that are coming so quickly to you. Write them down. These are things that I want to change. I can't change them all at one time, but I can start small and kind of move into those things. And think about your future self. Who do you want to be in a month? Who do you want to be in 6 months? So great things for you to be thinking about. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is temperance. So here's that ever present balance, that just being inspired to make good changes and kind of have the balance and really balance your emotions and your spiritual world. And that's a great card in that position. I really hope that that's not what you're trying to avoid. I feel like that's what all of us are trying to get to, that just really nice balance of life, that everything you feel like you're doing all the things that you need to be doing, right? In your outcome position is, there you go, a little bit of satisfaction and self indulgence. So, this might be self indulgent for you to take care of yourself in this manner and whatever this thing is that you're doing. And communication is key. There might be other people involved that need to know about these changes and these things that you're trying to do, so that you can have some support or bring them along with you. Let me grab another sip here. I know sometimes, especially like in a household, if you're going to, and I use just vitamin plan as an example, if you're going to be on a new vitamin plan, you're getting everybody else in the house in on the idea. So if you live with others and you want to make changes, whether it's in the physical world or the way, something in the space where you live, I guess if there's some change there, you may need to discuss that with people, communicate that. But also, again, like if it's some physical health thing, and you want others to kind of get on board with you, then communication is key. And like, hey, I'd like your support on this way of life that I want to do, whether you want to jump on there with me or not. So what is hidden from you this week is the Two of Wands. So this is you, kind of thinking about the future, but that's kind of hidden from you. Like, you're kind of in the now. I get this. This is about the future, but you're kind of thinking about, what am I changing now? And that's the focus. That again, it's a lot of different choices. Just narrow it down the best that you can, because you're going to overwhelm yourself if you're trying to make too many changes at once. But again, take notes, do one or two things at a time. There's always next week if you're trying to make a lot of changes at once, Cancer. And again, make sure you're communicating about that. Cancers can be our kind of silent stoic types who aren't really communicating what they're going through. So make sure you do reach out to those around you and have these conversations, about changes that you want to make. Just have those with the people around you. All right, we've got a card flying out. We've actually got two here, so we will take them. Live your soul, not your role, Cancer. So if these are changes that you've been wanting to make, and now's the time to do it. Live your soul. These are things that you want to do for yourself. And I love that. I love that card. The other card that came up is Find Your Backbone. So, and that's maybe kind of that stick to it energy. These are changes that are, maybe it's hard for you to make these kind of changes. And, there, because I see a lot of, taking these thoughts and running with it and being new at this and whatever. Yeah, have your backbone. Find the things that you want to do, and make those decisions to just stand up and have your backbone and say, "Hey, I'm going to do these things." You might have some pushback somewhere, and maybe that's what that's about, is find your backbone, Cancer. So, I think you can do it. I think you are going to get to a place here where you're going to have some celebration and some indulgence, some self-indulgence there, and that's great. Take care of you. All right, Cancer. So I really appreciate your time here with me today. If you're comfortable, please leave me a comment and let me know what it is. What kind of changes are you making in your future? Did you have some sort of inspiration from the past that's making you think that, did you have like a little oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not going to come to me. I can tell that right now. Anyway, a little inspiration from, from a trip that you were on, or something that's making you want to change things and thinking, hey, I want to live that way. I like that. I like doing that on this trip, and I'm going to incorporate that into my life. So let me know if that's something you're going through. So yeah, excuse me again. Hopefully this laryngitis goes away this week. I really would like to have my voice back. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy evolves even more, or if there's something totally new here for you. Also, again, if you like my reading style, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel, and I would really appreciate that so much. So, Cancer, once again, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.